Okay, so of course, as I mentioned on the previous slide, we are talking about the American Civil War. So we're going to be looking at what some of the key terms of the American Civil War are, who are the two sides, and why was there a secession. Now, question not on your screen, but you may be wondering is, why is there a hockey player? What does that have to do with the Civil War? I'm glad you asked. So the Columbus hockey team is the Blue Jackets. One of their alternate uniforms actually has a cannon on it from the Civil War era as well, and they have cannons in the stadium. Why is all of this true? Because Columbus was one of the primary armories during the Civil War for the Union Army. And so the Union Army wore blue uniforms, blue jackets, hence the Columbus hockey team's name of the Blue Jackets. So that is the reasoning behind putting them on our screen here. Of course, the Union, as I just mentioned, is primarily the North, or the Blues, or Blue Jackets, as the case may be. The Union works to keep the country united together. They want to keep everybody as part of the same country. They're led by President Abraham Lincoln. They're primarily the northern states, but there are some southern states that remain, or some southern areas, I should say, that remain loyal to the Union. For example, you can see there was a movie that came out a few years back, Free State of Jones, and it is about a territory in the South that actually stayed loyal to the Union and was trying to fight against the Confederacy from within the Confederacy. The Union Army primarily wore blue uniforms, and this was probably influenced by the French who helped us out during the American Revolution. While uniforms were not absolutely, positively, specifically one color or another in the late 1700s, primarily the French army wore blue uniforms and the English army wore red uniforms. And so the Americans having, or the Union having blue uniforms probably took its influence from those French uniforms of the American Revolution. So for this section, you're looking at why it's called the Union, the color of uniforms that they wore, which I just mentioned several times, and what the color choice, what was the explanation for that color choice. Best of luck on that, and then we'll come back and discuss the Confederacy.